Hey there, I'm Ian Douglas. I'm the author of the website techinterview.guide, and I'm here to help people with career advancement and interview preparation. My live stream on Twitch covers topics such as company research, how to build resumes and cover letters, applying for the job, getting through interviews, and what to do during negotiations. I've coached thousands and thousands of people over the years to get jobs at the biggest tech companies in the industry, and I'm here to help you too. The following episode is taken from a longer live stream event and may contain interactions with other people in chat. Check out the end of the episode for more information. Let's get to it. So we had another question come in chat while we were talking here. It says, do you think as a junior front-end engineer without any experience, I think without any experience, that I should take the first job I can get, even if the pay is the equivalent of $250 American per month, just to get started in the industry, or should I wait for a better opportunity? I would answer yes, but also no. Let me explain my thought process on this. $250 American is not a lot of money. Now, in this case, the person shared in chat where they're located. They're not located in America, but it's the equivalent of $250 American. They did follow up in chat and said that that amount of money is barely livable wage. From that perspective, I think you could negotiate and say, my skills are worth more than $250 a month. I would like to be making this much money per month because that's what my skills are worth. You need to advocate for yourself. You need to stand up for yourself and ask for the amount of money that your skills are actually worth. If they don't pay you, or if they say no, we can't pay that much, that's on them as a business. If you really need the job, in this case, the person shared where they live and the fact that they're currently unemployed and they're looking for that first job in tech, then I would say do what you need to do to survive. If you need to take that job so that you can put food on the table and you have a place to live, then you kind of have to. You have to do what you need to do in order to live. While you're doing that job, though, keep looking for another job. So yes, I think you could take that job, given the information that you shared in chat about being unemployed and needing the job. I think you could take the job, but continue to look for more work. Even if it sounds like, oh, they're only paying that and I'm signing up to be a full-time employee or whatever, you can still leave that job at any time and just say, hey, I found a better job for more money. So this is why you need to have that conversation first about how much you want to get paid. If you want to say hey, my skills are worth way more than $250 American per month. I know developers who make $250 a day in this industry. So it really depends on your level of skill and what you're bringing. Now, as a junior junior engineer, you're not going to have that level of skill, but you could still be worth, in American dollars, if you're qualified as an entry-level developer in America, you could be making $75,000 a year. Divide that by 2. Well, divide by 2,000, basically. So 75 divided by 2 is 37. So you're worth $37 an hour. If they're making you work 40 hours a week, that's a whole lot more than $250. There are an average of 20 working days per month. And there are, if you work 6 to 8 hours a day, that's a lot of hours to only be paid $250. You're basically making $2 an hour. Your skills are worth way more than that. So you do have to advocate for yourself. If you absolutely need it to survive and put food on the table, then do that. But keep looking for another job. Don't stop looking for another job. Don't even pause looking for another job. If you have the conversation with them right away and say, my skills are worth this much money, can you pay that much money? If they say no, then you could say, I'll take the job anyway. And don't tell them that you're going to keep looking for another job. But later, when you get another job and you say, hey, I'm quitting because I found a job that actually pays me, what I'm worth, then they can't be surprised that you're leaving because you told them you wanted to make more money. You took the job anyway, but then you found another job making more money. So yeah, of course you're going to leave and take that other job. Now, it may also be possible that when this company hires you for that lower amount of money, you might be able to talk to them in a month or two and say, hey, now that you've seen what kind of work I can do and you can see what I'm capable of doing, can we renegotiate how much I get paid? Because this isn't enough. This is barely letting me eat and barely have rent or wherever you're living right now. You need to have that conversation with them too. You don't have to give them a ton of information or a ton of detail about it. It's none of their business. But you can say like, hey, my skills are worth more. Now that I've been here for a little while, can I renegotiate how much I'm being paid? You can always ask. They can always say no, and you can always go find another job. So keep looking for that other job and keep talking to them about it. If they give you a little more money, then great. Maybe you'll stay a little bit longer. But I would keep looking for that job until you find a job where you're actually paid the money that you're worth. That's important. You have to do that for yourself. I think that's important. But at the same time, you're unemployed and you need the money. So yeah, I would say take the job and then leave as soon as you find something else. And it won't be a surprise to them if you have that conversation. If you don't have that conversation ahead of time, just to give you some more context on this, if you don't have that conversation ahead of time and you just say, okay, I'll take the job, and then later you say, oh, I'm quitting because I found a job that paid more, their response might be, well, why didn't you ask us to pay you more? Now they're losing talent and you're taking knowledge with you and so on. And so it from a company person relationship kind of point of view, I think it's a little friendlier where you've kind of set that expectation. They don't meet that expectation, so it's not a surprise when you leave. Where if you don't tell them that you want that money and then you leave, then they're kind of surprised by it and they might have some bad feelings toward you because you're leaving and they didn't even know that that's something that you wanted. So I would have that conversation, take the job anyway. Maybe they'll pay you a little bit more. You never know. Figure out what that hourly rate would be. So $250 a month, if they really want you to work like a full day, every day, 5 days a week, or however many days a week, figure out what that hourly rate is and say, hourly, like I'm actually worth this much per hour, like let's call it $25 an hour, $30 an hour. If they can't pay you anywhere close to that, and they could say, well, instead of $5 an hour, we'll pay you $7 an hour. That's better. But it really depends on like how many hours you're actually going to be working to make that $250. But I agree, it's not very much money. If you were in America, I would say don't even take the job. Just keep looking. You're going to find something that's going to pay you way more than that. Given where you're located and your circumstance, you need some money doing something, and it does give you professional experience. So yes, I think you could take the job, but keep looking for something else. Don't even pause looking for something else. Like keep interviewing, find a way to keep interviewing and chatting with other companies until you find something better. Thanks for checking that out. I hope that you found it helpful. I always appreciate feedback, so please let me know what you think. I appreciate any subscriptions, so please tell your friends and colleagues about it as well. Check out the website techinterview.guide for more information about when I'm live streaming and all of my free content. Drop by a live stream anytime to ask questions or message me privately, whatever makes you most comfortable. See you next time.